Do it. Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. We're playing some EU4 Ryukyu. We're live on Twitch right now, getting ready to resume the campaign. So, aim and fire, Arumba sexy. Thank you. All right, let's dive in. Hopefully the everything's looking all right. Let's see. There's no game. There's the game. Found the game. Cool. All right. How's it going, everyone? Ryukyu. Yep. The year is 1753. It's August the 11th. Yes, we're on patch 1.19.2. And the last time we streamed, I didn't even save that session because I got like nothing done. It had been, I think, 2 months since we had played, and I tried to like just dive back in and stream it again, and that just did not work. We did a pretty bad war against Persia, and I got a feel for like what I needed to work on next, but I didn't really do it well. So we axed that session. Squirrel. Instead, what ended up happening is, in order to get my feet wet again before streaming this some more, I played for like some years. I don't really know, actually. Let me check and see what year we were on at the very end of the last stream that was actually on YouTube. All right, let's see. Last session was 3 hours long, and we played until May 1st of 1746. So I played for 7 years between the last stream and this stream. So let me catch you guys up so you know what has changed and where things are at and like kind of what we need to do in order to succeed. So I waged war with Persia. I waged war with Bohemia, France. Haven't messed with the Ottomans lately. I was really irritated very recently to find out, this just drives me nuts. Message settings, all, search, warning. When a country sends us a warning, I can get a pop-up. Okay? When we send a warning, I can get a pop-up. When a nation sends a warning to another country, I can get a pop-up. And finally, when a nation sends a warning to another country for others, I can get a pop-up. Notice how there's a complete lack of when our warning expires? No pop-up whatsoever. If you warn another country, no notice that the warning is over. So my war with Persia, I did some horrible, evil things to him. I went like, blah, got him in half, just right down the middle. And I actually ended up taking more land that I could actually core safely, so I released a couple subjects, not for myself, but I just released them, just out of the blue, so that I could not be overextended, and it didn't cost me any dip to take the provinces in the war anyway, and I don't really care about the war score, and so I released Bukhara with 40 development and a massive fort. And I took this fort over here and I released Baltistan, which is Ladakh. And I warned Persia, right? You can warn someone you have a truce with. And what that does is it says, if you attack any of your neighbors, I will murder you. Why is there no music in game? Oh, I muted it, that's why. That's funny, I'm silly. I intended to keep the other music on, but I was like, why is there like no sound effects? There's nothing going on in EU4. I muted it. There we go, sound effects. So yeah. So I released these guys, and then I warned Persia, and what that does is it says, hey, if Persia, even though we have a truce, if you attack anyone that we both share borders with, then I get a defensive call and I can protect them. And so the plan was to just release these guys and take his forts away so I don't have to siege them down again. And I was really irritated because like 2 or 3 years later, the warning expired. I still have a truce with the guy for like a long time. I still even have a truce with these guys, yet he never had a truce because he didn't release them, I did. So he goes and he attacks Bukhara and I get no call, and I was like, what the hell? And it's because my warning expired, and there's nothing in here about, hey, your warning has expired. So anyway, that drives me nuts. So I cut him in half, and the game plan here was that at this point, I was hoping if he did declare on Bukhara that he wouldn't even be able to get there because I've isolated his country, and Bukhara would actually win and take land away from him and make it easier for me to conquer him. But anyway, I'm kind of salty about this. I'll have to siege this down because he's going to win this war. So, where we left off. How many free nations are left? Well, let's take a look through the ledger. It's been a long time. It's been months since we really put a lot of effort into Ryukyu. So we'll take a few minutes, maybe 20, 30 minutes to talk about the campaign, what the campaign goals are. We'll watch the timeline and answer questions that people have, and then we'll play for about 3 hours is what I've got right now. So, nations that are left was a question I just saw on Twitch. We got Austria, Bavaria, and then we've got the Bobs. We got Bob the Wall Builder, Bob's Bahamut's, Bob's Banana Republic, Bob's Bayou, Bob's Beggar Brother, Bob's Coffee, Bob's Dog Sleds, Bob's Down Under, Bob's Electoral Votes, Bob's Exiled Scots, the Germans, the Gurians, the Hemp Farm, the Lappish, the Moose Farm, the Nursing. These are all mine, obviously. They're all Bob. And then there's Bohemia. He's a one-province minor. Buha is, I don't know, he's nothing. Bukhara. I played Buha with Quill. That's why that flag is familiar. Yeah, he's a little guy down in Africa I gotta kill. Bukhara. Busoga. Catalonia is a subject of mine. Dutch Columbia, subject of mine. I didn't rename them. I integrated them from the Netherlands, apparently. Then there's France. French Colombia. French La Plata. French Peru. He's got 3 colonial nations. Genoa, one province minor. Guarania, whatever, doesn't matter. Hassa, little Shia guy down in Africa. Kamchadals, that's that guy who hangs out in the northeast above Japan. He's got like 3 provinces with 10 development. Kikondcha, that is a African guy. Korea, 2 province minor. Ladakh, don't know, but he's really weak. I think that's the guy I just released. Lithuania, subject, no, he's not a subject, but he's only got a couple provinces. Mali, little tiny guy, does not look pretty in Africa. I did horrible things to him. We've got Ming. He looks rather horrible as well. I did horrible things to him as well. Yep. Easy to eat him up. Morocco, 1 or 2 provinces. Naples, just Naples, he won't be hard. Ottomans, I've done horrible things to him. His country is in pieces. That's kind of weird. How did we end up here? Previous rulers. Okay, so we were looking at... we're Morocco, Ottomans, and Persia, we were just talking about. Russia. So basically, the only 2 opponents that are left in the game really are Persia, Russia, Austria. That's it. Savoy is my subject. Chervin is a 1-province minor. Tierre Austral is a French colonial nation. He's actually got 4 colonial nations then. We have BDIZ1313, Twitch Prime subscriber. Thank you. The Knights, 1-province minor. The Papal State, 1-province minor. Subject of Naples. Tlemcen, 1-province minor. Venice, 1-province minor. And Vinland, my subject. So, Hassa isn't even in Africa. Oops. Yeah, it's next to where it says Ryukyu in Africa, so. Okay, so, I did stop my solo play at a fun point, because I thought you guys would enjoy this. So, it's time to peace out the French. I'm at war with the French right now, and we're going to make the French and his 4 colonial nations cease to exist. We're going to take all of his land in Europe. We're going to take all of his stupid, goddamn level 8 forts over here. He's such a bastard. France is so stubborn. He built 5 goddamn level 8 forts on this stupid island. 5 of them! Asshole. So we're going to take all that. I actually had to come over here and siege the damn things. We're going to ask him to give up Brazil. He's colonizing right now in Brazil. Yeah, I want that. And then lastly, he has 1 more province in Oceania, right here. Now, he's willing to agree to this peace deal. He's actually willing to agree to just about anything I ask of him right now, but he's gonna cease to exist. Australia is owned by a colonial nation called Tierre Austral. It's a subject. He doesn't have any direct holdings there. So we're gonna send this peace deal to this guy. He'll also give me 100 ducats to boot. Sweet, let's send that. And the glorious victory, the 3rd Ryukyuan. It took me 3 wars. The 3rd Ryukyuan French imperialist war. He is generously accepted. He's decided to move his capital to Crema, that place, that place, that place. And we've lost CBs. What? Why is that? Oh, right, yes. Because they're mine now. French La Plata is now my subject. French Peru, my subject. French Colombia, my subject. Tierre Austral, my subject. If you full annex the Overlord, you get the subjects. So, we now have 4 new colonial nations. Which means next month we should have 4 more merchants as well, because they're all rather sizable. We have 33 merchants right now. Gotta love 1.22's wall breach button. Is that a thing we don't actually have access to? I forgot about that. Revedir, thanks for the subscription. Llama, that is lost. Llama, that is lost. Which Prime? He moved his capital. I don't know why that happens. It's just a weird thing that happens, I think, when they cease to exist. It's like it tries to move it to every province available, and then it goes through the tag list as it iterates, the tag changes, and then he's dead. So yeah. Oh, resub. Sorry about that. Almost 1 year mark. Double I, Kovia, double I. Thanks for the resub. 1 year's pretty cool. So we have too many seats available in Parliament. Main hurdles that I need to address is I've got a pretty, not difficult, but involved war that I need to fight with Russia. I've already kind of done the groundwork on Persia. He's pretty much broken. The next war is going to be very easy. You can easily see right now that Persia has... let's see, he lost Defender of the Faith, apparently. Or did he? He's guaranteeing Shirvan, but he's not Defender of the Faith right now. But Persia is 5,445 ducats in debt. My plan is probably to bankrupt him. And if I can't bankrupt him, then he's already lost most of his forts. And most importantly, notice that I've got these troops hanging out right here. And his capital's right here. It's level 1 fort. So next time we do an imperialism war, that thing's going to fall pretty quickly. And he'll also hopefully give me some mothballed forts to snipe. So yeah. Same basic idea with Russia. You'll notice again, I've strategically seized territory to get adjacent to his St. Petersburg, his level 1 capital. Pretty good with imperialism to snipe the level 1 fort. So, main obstacles are that Russian war, and then a self-imposed goal of trying to turn this into a full 1 tag. I'd like to integrate all of my subjects before the end of the campaign, and that's going to take some finesse when it comes to timing my Ryukyuan parliamentary debate for integration cost, and then just making sure that I start the integrations at the right time and don't mess up with points per month and all that stuff. So, we've got a spreadsheet for that, but it's probably not going to be part of the agenda for today. So let's do one more thing before we actually start trying to dive in and record. First off, yes, I can still earn achievements, so that is going to happen. And let's take a look at our timeline. From humble beginnings, Ryukyu started here. So, if you missed it, let's just pretend like some of the people who see this on YouTube are going to be completely new to this campaign. They're going to wonder where it came from, not realize that there's 30 streams that I've put on YouTube already. We started as a 5 development, 1 province miner over in Okinawa. The game plan in the beginning of the game was to colonize. Within 15-20 years, I had started colonizing Tondo and Manila. And very early on in this campaign, I got pretty fortunate. Kutai and Bruni fought each other. Brunei, whatever his name is. They fought each other. And I was able to vassalize Bruni by, while Kutai was occupying stuff, I had troops in this Pontiac province, and I declared war on him and began the siege of Kuching as he peaced out. Right there, I colonized, landed my troops, declared war, and immediately vassalized him because I only had just one troop. Ah, crap, I didn't mean to get out of there. Now I'm unpaused. I meant to press the pause key up here, thank you, game. So yeah, his capital moved. I only had one troop, because that's all I could really afford, because I was colonizing. And normally when you siege down a capital province, it puts 100 garrison there, which means you would need 3 troops to siege it. But when the capital moves, for that 1 month, it has no garrison. And I was able to snipe the fort with one regiment, and then vassalize Bruni. He was very unhappy with me for a long time. We immediately reconquested cores from Kutai, and then I vassalized the remainder of Kutai. So within 20, 30 years, I had colonization underway and 2 vassals. And then from there, I took this guy, took this stuff. You can already see I took Ternate and Tidore because they've got some really good province modifiers. You get a lot of good income out of that. And then from there, we just started to push. Main early game strategy was to make sure that we spawned colonialism. We spawned colonialism, we bought the Renaissance, and I think I bought 3 separate institutions throughout the campaign. I got global trade to spawn in Malacca. I got colonialism to spawn in Malacca, which slowed down Europe quite a bit. And then beyond that, just kicked everyone's ass, just colonized, and you'd be surprised how powerful you could become if you delay the Europeans from getting colonization, the colonization institution, and then at the same time, you come in from behind and just establish some really powerful stuff. Already you can see here in 1572, 100 years into the game, I've got Bob the Wall Builder, Bob's beggar brother, all this land is all mine already. We got a colonial nation up here, colonial nation here, colonial nation here. Haven't started working on this area. I don't think, yeah, we do have Bob's down under. We had the Australian colonial nation at that point in the campaign. Starting to work up into here. Ming, of course, was a pretty big opponent. Looks like I started to desecrate the Japanese. I think at this point in the campaign, if I remember correctly, I think Oichi was actually my subject. I don't remember now. Been a long time. But just being able to bounce around and spreading your aggressive expansion across the entire world is pretty powerful. Betsimisaraka was a subject. The Maldives were a subject for a short period of time. And then also pretty early on, I think I had already done it actually. See how Catalonia was released? Catalonia is a subject. I released him as a subject, and this land I had already fed to him. I wish there was a player map mode for this replay function so you can actually see my expansion instead of just seeing tags. Super Muffin 14, thanks for the resub, and number 1, 11 months. And if I missed you, Revidir, I don't think I did, but just in case, thanks for the sub. Savoy is a subject as well, by the way, at this point in the campaign. And then somewhere along the way, I think I started to integrate the Maldives and Betsimisaraka. And there I'm blobbing up into Korea, starting to expand up this way into this whole thing. I wanted to try to block some of the Siberian colonial front. French La Plata is colored incorrectly. It should be blue right now, but because the game is weird and he just became my subject, it's already my color, but that doesn't happen until 1753, and we're in 1660. Ottomans were looking pretty strong. Russia, Lithuania, Persia, all very strong. All die miserable, horrible deaths to the Ruthenian armies. Did you convert to a different religion? Yes, this campaign was Sunni. We used the Sunni faith. Logon the XIX, that would be the 21st? 19th. Logon the 19th. Probably, I don't have Mandate of Heaven. This can be problem. Yeah, I personally feel like Sunni was a great religion to go with. A lot of people use Hindu because there's a coring cost reduction you can get as the Hindu faith. I didn't find that to be as powerful, I think, as because I used lots of diplomatic integrations, so coring cost didn't really matter to me as much. But the primary advantage to the Sunni faith was the 10% reduction to tech costs from the, what are they called again? The dhimmi. So we had dhimmi, which was great. We also had really, really high tolerance for all the different religions. Didn't have to worry about rebellion. And the minus 10% tech costs on command is great. And then also, sometimes, rarely, if I have really high a diplo skill advisor, you get like an extra minus 6% from one of these decisions in here somewhere. Might as well turn that on. Yeah, this, here it is, the Islamic Center of Scholarly Learning. So sometimes when you have a very high Diplo skilled guy, you can even get an extra 5% tech cost. So it's really, really powerful. There were times in this campaign where I was paying 150 Diplo points for like current tier technology. Current year, like the January of the year you're supposed to take the tech rolls around, and I bought it on time for like 150 points. We're talking like a 75% tech cost reduction. So a very powerful combination of ideas and modifiers and stuff. And so yeah, anyway, so France is dead. I am at peace. And the thing we need to do next then is dole out some territory because we are overextended after that peace deal. We're at 195. And this is where some of the complication comes in. I do want to finish the integration of Savoy and Catalonia, if possible. Don't need to for the achievement, but I would like to if I could. So let's take a peek at my Ryukyu sheets. And see if there's any logic that needs to go into this. So let's update the numbers. We've got 2168 for the top guy, 2168. 2168 is the current cost. And Catalonia's current cost is 2434. 2434. 2533 for the other guy is actually 2549. Okay, and currently we have invested 1227, 867, and 629. Okay. So, what this sheet does, if you're not familiar with it because you've not seen this campaign before, is I have a setup so that I can do what modifiers do I currently have versus what modifiers do I expect I will have when I actually want to complete the integration. So right now, I have full influence ideas. I have the administrative influence policy still enabled. It doesn't really need to be enabled right this second. And actually, it makes me wonder if maybe I should turn that off. Probably should. I could turn that back on command. That is Diplo points too, I think. No, it's admin points, isn't it? Yeah, I think we should turn this off. Pretty sure. Not planning on integrating anybody right this second. So now, oh, you couldn't see what I was just doing, but yeah. Anyway, so now I can turn this off. I do not have the admin/influence policy thing enabled, and if we go back into the game for a second, the displayed cost should update now. Well, rather, I've already put the numbers in, so I'll just leave this thing on. But basically, I can put in the numbers based on what I have, and then put in what I expect it will be, and then see what the actual future cost will be. And then what's currently invested minus the future cost equals how much more I actually want to put into it. When I get to the point where this number is 0 or lower, I need to either feed them more land, or I need to stop the integration via scootage toggling. Otherwise, I'm just sinking Diplo points into a subject that they're being wasted. So basically, that's the game plan there. All right, so for a few years we can keep that policy off because the next debate happens in 4 years. So in 4 years, I'll turn the policy back on when we do the diplomatic integration act thing, the next policy debate. So looking back at the spreadsheet, you don't need to see this part, I'll just look it up. So the guy that has the most room for integration would be Bob's Germans. I want them to all be about equal. Bob's Germans is currently a little bit overextended. DJ Peanut, would you do another CK2 Game of Thrones with Northern Line of Mathis? I'd love to play with those guys again if they were interested. I don't think that they are. So he's only got room for a little bit of land. Let's start feeding him a little bit. So I really don't have any state slots available right now. He can core this because he's got a coastal province over here. Let's give him these. No, these are territorial cores. Okay, I need to give him like this land. Alright, this is a part of a territory. So you can have Ghent, Bob's Germans. Don't worry, we will speed up a little bit here. I'm just, yeah, getting back into it. So you can have Ghent. I didn't have this part planned out. I just wanted to start with the conquest of France. We'll take Ghent off my hands. Next up, we'll give him Hainaut as well. And I think that's going to probably do it for the amount that he can actually handle. What tech is he on? Eben 24, so he's got 60%, or it's 40% at that point. Yeah, he's only got 40% administrative efficiency. So 4% divided by 0.6. He can handle like 6 more development altogether. I strongly doubt that the French have a 6 development adjacent province. Yeah, no, that's all that he can take. Okay, it's gonna have to be a mixture between Savoy and the other guy. Not going to be those provinces, because they're already part of states. I might as well hold on to those. Everything else, though, we can give away. So, crap. I'm going to end up having to core this one myself. Okay, so let's give Barry, Nevers, and Namur to Savoy. I think he might be slightly overextended still as well. But not as much as the other guy was. So Savoy, right, province Berry. Nevers. Nemours. Okay, let's get our numbers updated by just starting and stopping a core. We're 152.8. Catalonia is at 2 overextension. Give him these. Toulouse. Armenia. He's not that poorly overextended. I think I'm going to give him possibly all 3 of these. If he can handle it. Narbonne. Languedoc. Can't take it. You take this one? Okay, how about Savoy? Is he willing to take any other land? Okay. That's going to do it then. They're all 2 overextended now. We got... Why is that not... that number didn't update for him as well. Alright, well hopefully I brought myself below 100, otherwise we might have to release a province. I'm not willing to do the thing where you just stay over 100%. I just don't think that's necessary. I'd rather spend 10 prestige, release a nation, and then just conquer them again in a few years. Taking rebel sentiment and having extra progress on stuff is just sort of dumb, I think. Hell, I could even recreate France. Like, at this point, I've already stolen all of his subjects, so... doesn't make any difference, really. Okay, let's see. We can release, France from that province. We can release... France. France. Yeah, it's gonna end up having to be France, if anybody. Ah, here. We could release Hainaut. Let's destroy the level 8 fort. And then release the nation. I'll take the 10 prestige shit for that. So, a new guy exists, whatever. Silly Catholic. And then I wouldn't actually mind releasing France. I think it's kind of funny, actually. Right? Arumba's against reading donations out today, I see. No, I just am focused on the game. I read the one about DJPNet. What are you talking about? Bill Whittle, thanks for the subscription with Twitch Prime. I think we already did a Byzantium campaign, Motsuko. Roman, the Roman one. There's like a Roman achievement for it, wasn't there? Alright, so with that, where am I at? We're at 116.0. So I need to get 16% divided by 0.4. I need to get rid of another 40 development, otherwise I'll be over 100. And it's gotta be... one of these 3, or Languedoc. Since none of my other subjects can handle it, and I don't have any other subjects within range, guess we're gonna give France 2 provinces. Since I don't care about money, I'll destroy his church. And his barracks. We'll release him from Maine. And we are back below 100%. Cool. Okay. This army probably doesn't need to hang out over here anymore. Actually, do have a little bit of unrest, but that's probably not going to be an issue. Not with all these damn forts that he built. We're not going to be doing any conversion. I'm not going to worry about the parliamentary seats. The game will handle that for me. No, you can't have access. No, you can't have access. I don't care about cores because I take care of that myself and because it's just bothering me about all the provinces that I've stolen over the years that were former colonies that I'm ignoring because why would I pay admin points to core something that doesn't cause overextension? Bob's German says high liberty desire. That's fine and actually relatively intended. My overextension is dangerously high. I don't care. Not going to become defender of the faith. Just for the record, you gave him 2 provinces that touch. How uncharacteristic. That's a good point. I probably could have given him a different province, but I just figure I'll have 1 army here. He gets no fort, no money. Yeah, I could have given him, like, something down here, but that'd be coastal and whatever. It's fine. Okay, so, next game plan then. Stop suffering attrition, subjects. What are you doing? Check truce drivers. Ladakh, Bukhara, Papal State, 54, May of 54. So in about a year, we can attack Ladakh, Bukhara, Papal State, Naples, Genoa, and Bavaria. Buha, Mali, and all that is in a couple more years after that. The main war that's available right now is the war with Russia. Now, Russia had recently attacked Persia via Shirvan, and he actually ended the war before he could do too much damage to Persia. So, but then Persia declared war on Bukhara. Once Bukhara is finished being sieged out, I'm hopeful that Persia will turn off his forts, and I can just swipe a bunch of unoccupied forts again, and try to continue to bankrupt him. But I think right now the best opportunity is going to be a potential war with Russia, depending on whether or not he mothballs any border forts. And honestly, even if he doesn't, I might just declare war on him anyway. He did mothball 1 here in Kazan. I wonder if I can get there on time. Might be a thing. I'd want to have a very strong army for that, though. Okay. Beware the Russian winter? Bah. Why would I worry about that? Of course, the truce with Ming is also up as well, but Ming is going to be... These guys are all going to be so easy to finish off that I just need to focus entirely on Russia. Or possibly the Ottomans and Austria, who are both fighting each other right now. I gave Ottomans military access so he can move his army over there, and then I revoked it so he's trapped over here and hope he gets stack wiped, because I'm not very nice to him. Austria is doing the same damn thing and building level 8 forts in every freaking province, which I hate. I could get a threatened war on Russia right now if I don't want to declare the war just yet. I fabricated a claim on one of his level 8 forts. The idea being, just pick off as many of them as I can. He might end up just replacing it with another, but if he doesn't, it'd be nice. Did you first do quantity or defensive on first military idea? The ideas that we took in this campaign started. I haven't canceled any of them yet. Exploration into humanist, then into influence, administrative, diplomatic, defensive, offensive. And I just last night took superior firepower. I've not really been generating very many military points. I'm actually also strongly considering switching to Diplo Focus, even though my air is a 154. Because with the ideas that I've taken, let's just take the time to do some math here. If I take a province, base integration cost in this version of the game is 10 admin per development, right? I, for the most part, don't have claims, so we don't get the 10% reduction for coring costs for that. I have 60% administrative efficiency. We're that far into the game already. We have full administrative ideas. So coring cost is currently reduced by, generally speaking, just those 2 things, plus the territory. So we don't need full cores for the achievement, so the actual coring cost is going to be 10 times 0.75 times 0.4 times 0.5. So we pay 1.5 admin per province. If I create a subject, on the other hand, and I integrate him, and he makes a full core, then we pay 8. We pay 8? Is it 8? Yeah, it's 8 dip per dev. Integrate. But with all my modifiers, I end up with minus 25 from full influence, minus 20 from the policy, minus 15 from parliament. That's a minus 60%. So we go from 8 points down to 3.2. Then you factor in administrative efficiency, which gets us down another bunch, down to 1.28. So it's slightly cheaper to diplomatically integrate than it is to core. It's also easier for me because I have 7 subject slots to work with. So that, as well as the fact that, again, I'm still hoping that I can push for a full 1 tag in this run, makes me think I should switch to admin focus. Not to mention I'm also pretty damn far ahead of time on admin tech, and I'm also really close to the administrative point cap, and if I take any more land, I'm already overextended. So I think I'm gonna do it, but let me just get you guys' thoughts. So if you don't mind doing the straw poll, I would appreciate it. There's also a very freak other modifier I can engineer called Loyal Subjects, which would actually take the cost even further lower from minus 60% to minus 75%, which is pretty massive. And it can be engineered. We can force it. In the last 6 years or so as well, I've also spent about 90,000 ducats on force limit structures. So my force limit is, it's getting up there, 1,800 force limit. Got 500,000 manpower pool. I've got room for another 100,000. 100,000? 100 regiments. Times 1,000. Yeah, another 100,000 troops. The verdict for the poll is what? It is a resounding yes, 82%. Yeah, I would love to make the 1 tag happen, so I think we'll do that. Even though we're going to end up with probably too many diplo points toward the end, after this current ruler dies. Now, I have merchants. I really don't need the money, but let's just get them assigned. Because I have them. I have freaking 36 merchants now. A lot of merchants. Yeah, let's pull some money. Actually, I think that I've already dealt with him. I'd like to pull more money from Russia. But it's hard to do that inland. This only goes in one direction. I could steer here and try to force it away from Kazan. That's probably the best way to weaken him. Which actually means I should probably do the same thing to Persia as well. One of those merchants that I just deployed should be repurposed. So let's wait a few days and hopefully get that taken care of. Anyway, I think it's probably time to focus on a war with Russia. We got to keep a close eye on his forts. That's the other question I have right now is, would it make sense to take the 5 years to threaten war for a fort, or should we just fight him? Just go fight him. Hard to decide. I don't think I need to play like perfectly at this point. I do think that we're doing well enough that even a few mistakes here and there can be kind of dealt with. Have those merchants already arrived? Gotta turn the merchants off. I have too many of them. Look at this freaking merchant list. Look at that. It's huge. This damn outline. I had to turn it off because it's getting too big. Alright, one of the merchants is currently in the wrong spot. Don't really care about this one. So whoever is in Alexandria, I want you to move to Persia. Alexandria, that guy. Now I could send a guy here. There's a little bit, he's making a little bit of cash in here. I think I would like to send a few ships that way, actually. Novgorod. This interface is so laggy. And at the same time, let's also queue up a bunch of ships. Like a lot. At least like 200. And if I have any ships protecting trade in the English Channel, I don't. Stupid, annoying French murdered them all. Let's just go a few hundred over the force limit. Whatever. Okay. There's an achievement for 1 million manpower. Maybe try for the manpower buildings. Yeah. That's the thing I can do. I mean, I just built like, what, tons of ships and we're still at 21,000 ducats. I'm netting 700 ducats with a force limit. I have 1.7 million troops right now and we're still making 700 ducats a month. It's kind of preposterous, really. So yeah, okay, I'm willing to build some barracks. Annoyingly, we do not have access to the thing that makes it easier to build buildings from the next patch. I could go around and actually look for the ones that are the best, but it's just too much work. It really makes no difference. We have enough cash built everywhere, in every province. And before you ask me if I've taken the time to do a, like, what are they called? Manufactories in the New World? Oh yeah. I can't even count how much money I've spent over there. At this point, it's probably well over 1 million ducats in manufactories and stuff that I've built around the world. These are some really trashy provinces, though. 100 men? That's really bad. Hey, there goes 21 ducats. 21,000 ducats, excuse me. I get that right. Okay. So, we are basically letting a couple cores happen. I don't think I'm war exhausted by much. 6 months. Let's let that come down a little bit. And let's just keep an eye on these Russian forts. He did mothball another one. Yaroslav is mothballed. Where there's one, there's many. Yeah, so he's got... all of these are mothballed. Perm is mothballed. Kept the border ones on over there. Bastard. And this guy is still doing his siege. Has not succeeded yet. Now, I've got new subjects who are very hungry. We've got Bob's Severians and Bob's Bakhmuts. And we've also got Bob's Lapish, who are eager to eat a huge amount of Russia. And then also down here, I've got a Persian minion who's going to eat them, Bob's Gurians. I'm not very clever. These names were just, I just released them and they were whatever the cultural name spawned in as. Obviously, Persia won't have any mothballed forts while he's at war, so no point in checking on him. This army's intentionally black flagged, just because I don't have space for it to be here. Actually, that's not true. Apparently I do. Weight with 38th Army, 25. Actually, no, it wouldn't be. It'd be 25 plus 47 game. Yeah, so we can't fit it there. So it's just black flagged hanging out. This army's going to snipe the capital when we go to war. Russia is currently... he's warning Lithuania. He's got no other allies. He's not Defender of the Faith or anything. There's no other way for me to get to war with him. I think I do need to just declare a direct, proper war. Arumba, do you think you'll manage? Yes, I feel very confident about the way things are going right now. The only doubt that I have is whether or not I can actually finish it as a one-tag. I think there's a pretty sizable chance that I'll end up just having to settle for world domination, which is the actual achievement. So we'll get the achievement, yeah, I think no matter what. The question at this point is really just, can I make it, not a true one tag where there are no colonial nations, but a one tag where I'm the only tag minus my colonial nations. That's my goal. So, I think we should just do it. think we should just attack him. He's not mothballing any forts that I'd really like, but I can still get out of that capital pretty quick. And, depending on... Yeah, he's got no manpower right now. He's got mercs. I bet he's got some debt. He's taken 2 loans. He's on Tech 27. But the thing is, unlike France, who annoyed the hell out of me with his stupid level 8 island forts, I don't have to occupy a single one of these level 8 forts to take land, to take these forts. If I occupy the capital, that counts as a fort occupation in the area, which extends to the entirety of his country, because his country is contiguous. So I can just occupy the capital really quickly, and then demand all of his level 8 forts in the peace deal, and then come back in like 5-6 years and kill him again. So the question, I suppose, is just what are we waiting for, right? War exhaustion. Not going to end up any further ahead on time on tech. There are no policies that I want to turn on. Land attrition minus 25 could be handy against the Russians, but we have practically infinite manpower, so... Just do it. Just do it. Do it. Go to war. All right. Yeah, we can do that. Tell you what, though. Let's declare a separate war to get our piety back up to full. I want to have full morale, so I want to have full piety. Let's find one more person we can go beat up on real quick. Just somebody I can get a little tiny bit of piety from. Now, I don't want to attack Hassa, because I've been using all of the Shia subjects and nations against Persia, because he keeps on taking Defender of the Faith like a fool. I think I'm going to declare war on Naples. No, not Naples. The Knights. Yeah, now's a good time to do that. This will get me 25 piety. Let's do that first. Let's grab our guy. It is an annoying level 7 fort, so we need 20 cannons. And I only have 19 here. Great. I only need to send... I don't even know at this point. What is flanking range on infantry right now? I think I might have enough for them to actually fully flank. Yeah. Alright, so 7, 9, 11. "31 transports. Also playing on a patch where mercs aren't, like, ridiculously expensive, so that's kind of handy. Alright, so that gets my... what's it called? My piety will be full when we declare war on Russia now. These guys will eventually finish that siege, even if I forget to send the extra cannon over there. I don't really want to send the best siege pip guy, because this is a very low priority war. Let's just take a guy. I have been sitting around 100 traditions, so we have some pretty good military commanders. However, I did not end up with I didn't hire any of my generals after taking the superior firepower idea, so I'm a couple, maybe a pip or so behind where I could be. There's his army in flat terrain. 41 infantry in the front row. We have full combat width at this point in the game. Pretty good chance that if I declared war on him, he'd move his army off of his capital and just let me come in and siege it. I don't think I can forced march onto any of these provinces. Maybe this one right here, possibly. At the very least, let's wait till this army's in position. Even then, I don't think it's gonna happen. This is what, 2 provinces that way, 2 provinces that way, 3 provinces. It's freaking Russia. I just don't think it's gonna happen. When will you lose your overextension? Pretty quick. I mean, coring is happening pretty fast. Quite a bit is dropping off June of 54. It's been like 7-8 months. With that fort on, this army wouldn't be able to get there. Would not be able to reinforce. This would have to be the entirety of the army. I think I have some transports over here. Just checking to see if there's anywhere I can get black flagged intentionally. It's got no forts up here. That extra cannon over there. I kind of wish this army wasn't here. There are a few extra troops over. That is my best commander. See if we can try to get an estimate for how long it'll take to get up there. Takes 15 days. With forced march, it takes 10. Might be possible. With a high maneuver general, I might be able to get onto these. With forced march, I can get there in 9 days. So let's just say it's 9, 9, 9. That's 27 days, right? It could be done. Might be a thing. Let's get some extra troops up in there then. It's also got a level 2 fort here. I could siege pretty easily. Nine cannons plus 32 is one too many. Yes, I'm trying to min-max this one fight. I do think that this first fight's going to be pretty important. So 30 plus 14 plus 2. 30 plus 14 plus 2. Minus the 2 cav. I need to get rid of 6 of the infantry. Let's not get rid of them though. Just be aware that I want to keep those cav fighting. He's gonna have, I think he's gonna have better military tech than I do, like better tactics and numbers and stuff. Because this campaign, I don't have good. I have a lot of dudes, a lot of troops. They're just not very good. So, I actually expect I'll lose when I fight him. Hey man, a claim's a claim. Alright, let's prep for war on March the 1st. March is a 31-day month. I want to have every single day I can to try to make something happen. Yeah, I think even if he stays there, I'll maybe go fight him. I'll have more cannons than he does there. It's flat terrain. There's no river crossing. I should end up with a better general than him. He's got a 442. Think I can handle that. You dare to challenge Mother Russia in winter? No, I'm looking to declare war on him in March. Which winter should be over for the most part. Hopefully we can finish the siege of his capital. Might be better to plan a spring campaign. Let me know if have you ever seen that that thing? There's a thing, it talks about how you should do that. One of the loading screen tips. Like Persia's having some disease outbreaks, but he's going to wrap that up pretty soon. Knights want out. I mean, technically, I can't take this land, but we're going to be at war again soon anyway, and it's not a problem. I'll probably end up giving that to... Yeah, Bob's Bahamut should be able to take that, even though it's an island. Just because he's got his own island core, or coastal core. Alright, we're gonna go down to speed 3's fine, but let's pause on the first. And we're gonna do one of the 2 exploits that I'm using this campaign. I've never hidden this fact. I am not that type of player. I am using 2 exploits. We talk about it all the time. The exploits that I'm using in this campaign are Iron Man save file cloning, and Shadow Diplomats. That's it. We're not using anything else. There's no other exploits, no infinite manpower, no infinite money, no infinite admin or dip or anything. The exploits that I'm using are pretty damn powerful. I'm not going to say they're not, but Alright, so the game plan now would be then, we want to grab this army, split it in half. We want 2 high maneuver generals. We got a 5. I have a 4-5. Okay, who's my absolute best general? This phase of the game, fire value is definitely more valuable, so 5-3 or a 4-5. That's 8 pips versus 9 pips. I like his maneuver. He does have the siege pip. He would be pretty damn good at fighting on at sieging down the capital, but he doesn't have siege speed. Hard to quantify which one's better, siege speed or the siege pip. It is just a capital siege, so we don't really need that much plus siege status. We could also try rolling generals, because again, I do have higher point generation now, but we're at 98.7. It'd be better to do that after the first couple of forts fall. Of course, it's better to have the better general now. I think the 5-3 is actually going to be better. He's got the siege speed. And fire's more important. So that guy's gonna go here. Why is there a little red chevron pip thing there? I probably should have sent that army back last month. Mistakes were made. Alright, and then back to this. So we want the highest maneuver generals to be here. So that's going to be this guy. And that guy. Yeah, sweet, we can get there. We can get to both of those. Holy crap, I can get to all 3 of them. It's gonna cost a lot of military points to force march this way, but hey, it's 3 level 8 forts. We'll probably end up running into another army though, is the issue. Alright, so let's split this into 3 then. Check arrival dates. March the 27th. As long as it says January, this is an older version of the game where they don't calculate the dates properly on armies that you split off. So yeah, every army is going to arrive before the end of the month. We're going to get on those forts. It's going to cost me, what? 246, 246, and 2468. So 6 is 12, 20 military points to get 3 level 8 forts sniped. Assuming we don't run into a dude. And then we're gonna go work on the capital, and that might actually be enough to get a pretty solid peace deal already. My goal is not to like 100% him right now, it's to just brutally turn his country into a fortless, desolate nation. He actually has some heavies here. He's heading up to Kexholm, so we'll start pathing over here. Because Russia's not paying the fort, so we can simply siege it in one tick. Yes, that's correct. A fort that has no garrison falls no matter what, regardless of its level. Even if it's a level 8 fort, if there's no garrison, it can't defend, and therefore I'm abusing the AI's inability to not be stupid. And so they turn their forts off and leave them within range of an army declaring war on the first and arriving before the monthly tick that they get their garrison back. I have suggested simple ways to fix this to Paradox. They don't seem to care. It's, let's just face it, Paradox doesn't really care about the AI. They're much more interested in multiplayer, and what, players abuse the AI? What's new? They don't care. But all they'd have to do is just make it so that a mothballed fort, instead of having a mothballed fort have no troops, have it have half its troops, or 25% of its troops. Just give it some troops. Right? It's kind of crazy to think that when you mothball a fort that it doesn't have a skeleton crew working it. It should have some dudes working there. It's not like everyone just ups and leaves. Alright, he is going to intercept this army. Is he? Excuse me? We'll be there on the 19th. Are we projecting April the 3rd? Oh, there's not going to be a battle here on April the 3rd. I'm going to be gone by then. Silly game. Well, hopefully he's dumb enough to let me just sit on those for 1 month. And we're going to ignore attrition and just park the entire 80 stack on the capital. Don't care. That's what manpower's for at this point. Even if it's winter. Just, it doesn't matter. Oh no, severe winter. Fully defensive. Due to don't care. Take the capital. We'll lose 37.5 troops times 80 stacks. That's 3,000 manpower per month just to maintain that one siege. We regain 5,000 a month. We can handle that. No big deal. Okay. And no garrison. No garrison, no garrison. Let's turn off mothball, or turn off forced march before I forget. I want to suddenly have no military points. Now, even though I don't really want to siege down these forts, I'm going to still probably put some troops. Not a huge army, but enough that hopefully it's safe. Just so that we get occupied and besieged provinces on him. And he feels the, feels the burn a bit. Found a 41 stack down there. I can get there pretty easily. It is step. Got 22 cannons available there. Prepare to go stack wipe that if we can. This army is just going to stupidly walk up there. No leader or anything. Doesn't need it. It's just a reinforcement stack. Morocco now has their independence guaranteed by Tlemcen. You two were just at war with each other. What in the hell are you guys doing? Whatever. 28% chance to take his capital in the very first monthly tick. We've got 39-day siege ticks. And he is not trying to intercept any of my armies that are working their way down here. 26 days to go. 23 days. Even if one of these armies gets stack wiped, if I get 1 or 2 of those level 8 forts, it's well worth it. 86. I feel like we should be at 80. What happened? Ah, yeah, the spare 6 infantry. That's right. They can back off to Viborg. And these armies are going to put some pressure into the north. A lot of times they will go for these, but other times they decide that they want to just go and try to form up a full army or something. That was not intended. Lambs to the slaughter there. Whatever, we'll just suffer the attrition again. So I have a no leader who just rolled an 8. Followed it up with a 1. Well, hey, if he just lets me siege these 3 down and this whole army dies, I will be a happy person. Here goes my truces with the guys I released from Persia. Our other army's under attack. Alright, so he's taking some border provinces. Seems fine. I would like a general for this fight, but I don't have any. This guy's doing pretty well for having no leader. Most of these battles won't even be worth any war score. Just because math, paradox. Don't ask me why, I don't know. We got a food shortage on the first tick there, and fort, please. Pretty please. 1 fort. That guy got stack wiped. Ugh. It's okay, we'll build more. And a fort, please. Check out that medium enthusiasm. Relative strength of the alliance. That's right, we got 2 million dudes, and you have no manpower. Loser. We've won the siege of Nizhny Novgorod. Some more stack wipes in. Now that fort was mothballed. It's gonna recover very quickly. I could try to get the +1 siege status for having a half strength garrison, but whatever. Llama that is lost has subscribed to Twitch Prime. Didn't you subscribe like at the beginning of the stream too? How'd you do that? I'm confused. All right, cool. So he's locked. Let's go fight him. We got Jira Ba. Gonna cross a river. I think it's a 334, equal tech-ish. I've got many more cannons in full combat width, so let's just see what happens here. He actually did get 0.78 war score for that stack wipe. That army's pretty dangerous. 17th. Yep. We're just gonna back off. Take advantage of the fact that he's got to siege those forts down now. Now, unlike him, I have a small garrison, so he can't snipe those forts in 1 month. He's got to actually siege them down. Even if he comes in and gets a lucky wall breach or something, he'll still be busy for quite a while with that. Nice job, Jiraba, rolling a 0. That's totally what I was looking for. Crying out loud. My country, I just can't roll well to save my life. We're just gonna try to hang out in 1 province, get safe. 18 war score, come on, take that capital, do it. Do it. Didn't do it. Damn it. Siege all the things. Apply the pressure. Make him not want to be in the war. There'll be a battle here now on the 1st of July. Might have to try to force march out of here. I don't want this army to die. He does get a little bit of war score for those 1 battles. The 3rd, June the 30th. Stupid capital, not falling right away. Wow, we actually have a wall breach here. Could spend military points to assault this thing. Also, now is the time to roll a general, if we're gonna roll any at all. What do you guys think? I messed up trade? What? Oh, did it not do it right? They didn't deploy it properly? Thank you for pointing that out. How did you notice that? This needs to go this way. This, we do not want to go this way. We want this to go south. Then we want to go here, then we want to go here, and then once it gets to here, I don't really care anymore. And then this, we're just trying to get some extra inland trade power. That's the only reason he's there. Was that the only one? They were speaking to someone else, but yay? Yeah, coincidentally, you're right. I did find a merchant that was not optimal, so I guess that's good. Okay, what do you guys think? Should we roll a general? Or should we keep those military points available for forced march? I don't think I need to force march anymore. I really only needed that to snipe forts. Let's take a peek at my other spreadsheet, because yes, I have that many spreadsheets for EU4. And see what kind of general we might expect. What ideas do we have? We have full defense, that gives us 1 guaranteed maneuver pip. We have full, not full offense, but the 2 that give us this. We have 3 guaranteed pips. I have no policies that I can turn on. I have no other pips from any other sources that I'm aware of. I don't have a leader who is a bold leader or anything, so... Looks like this. A general would, on average, have 15 pips. 15. Let's take a look and see what our worst general has. Probably this guy right here. He's got 5. He's got 10. So I could roll a general with potentially 5 more pips over this guy. And again, it could be higher. We could roll as high as 20 pips. It's very unlikely, but possible. Then again, we could also roll as low as 10 again, but that's only a 0.4% chance. We're pretty much guaranteed to get more than the pips that that guy has. And I'm not really happy with this guy because he's useless in combat with that low fire value. I do like his siege pip, but... You guys want to roll one? I think it's worth it. I just don't think we're going to need to force march, and I'm ahead of time in military tech. And even if I wasn't, we don't need tech anymore to win the future wars. And I would like to get to engineer corps. Maybe that'd be better to just not do it and save up for engineer corps. Nah, I want to roll a general. And he is a 544. No siege pips, but he is better for combat. He ended up coming in at 8 plus 5, 13 pips. So, he's actually slightly below average. That's pretty not cool. 7 plus 4 is 11. The fact that he has no siege pips, that's the part that bugs me. More. We just suffered a disease outbreak here. Great. Alright, whatever. As soon as that general is available, let's get him pieced out. And Persia's finished their war. Let's see if he mothballs his fort start next month. If he does, then I will find a way to fight him again. Okay, there's Bavaria, Genoa, Naples, Papal State. And hey, Persia's giving me a way to attack him again. Excellent. Still haven't won this damn siege. We've been here for 90 days now, which is actually just 2 ticks. Never mind. We still haven't won it because I haven't unpaused the game. I know. People, I gotta say, people complain a lot about how fast I play EU4. Like, way more than they really should, I think. At this point, I've been playing the game for 3.5 years. You should know what to expect. Alright, he's again trying to pick me off. Dude, I'm gonna combine my armies again. Just stop bugging me. I want to get out from underneath that excess leader penalty soon. Ottomans now have their independence guaranteed by Persia. Awesome. Yet another way that I can go to war with him. This is a level 8 fort. We need up to 25,000 cannons to make good on it. 19 war score is not enough to really get much out of this guy. Total war score cost for Russia is at 422%. I believe that's before considering imperialism, so he's actually at 422 times 0.75, which is 316.5 war score to full annex. But with some really nasty borders and stuff and extra war decks, we can very easily, I think, break him apart. Oh, the borders. The borders. They will be horrible. Just you wait. Should have put a leader here. And that's too many cannons. I need to leave 9 infantry. Come on, take it, take it, take it. What the hell? Sons of bastards. Sons of bastards is what they are. Sieges are about all complete anyway. We'll just wait until they're done. Okay, so altogether, Russia has about 200,000. A little bit more. 79 plus 131 plus 6.4. Yeah, 216,000 troops. If I'm not mistaken, he still probably has absolutely no manpower. He's got 26 mercs. He's been merking up. I could get a siege pip guy there. I would like to. You guys remember when we were playing Novgorod and we were fighting up here in Russia? It's all coming full circle now. August the 7th. All right, that army that I routed is on its way back now. The main thing I'm looking for right now is if I can just get him down to low enthusiasm, then I'll probably take like a 25 to 30% war score peace deal at right this moment. There's the low enthusiasm already. Nice. That was quick. Ryukyu is making gains. Yeah, just wait till I get your damn capital, bastard. How is it possible that we don't have your capital yet? The leader there. It's gonna be a bad fight. Hey, Persia's rivaled Russia. That's great news. I think I'm gonna do is I think as soon as this capital falls, I think we're done with this war. So I'm gonna grab some extra infantry. And we're gonna prepare for a pretty beastly assault on this thing. I'd rather not lose this fight, please. 23rd. Oh, these reinforcements are quite slow. Come on. That capital should have fallen like 3 months ago at this point. It's rather silly that it hasn't. Alright, he was actually forced to retreat. Good. If I got military access to the Ottomans, then I could actually stack wipe that, I think. That's not going to happen. So, let's not worry about it. Alright, any more impending death battles? Remember the 9th? This entire army, I think, is going to actually back off now. Take the capital! Thank you. There it is. Alright, so that's 31 war score, low enthusiasm. Let's do one assault here. Take one more occupied fort. It's 14 development, level 8 fort. You guys think it's worth it? Spend like 15 military points? I think that that's probably going to be worthwhile. I mean, I don't like assaulting, but let's give it a shot. It's only 5 military points, right? Should be worth a little bit of war score. It's not worth it, you think? I mean, it's mostly mercs. I have infinite manpower, so 5 military points doesn't seem like much. I think we give it a shot. Let's see, right now we're at 31 war score. Of course, no ticking war score, because the stupid thing wouldn't fall fast enough. We got 35,000 infantry, which may or may not be enough. We got more troops on the way, though. One of my armies is engaged. Which army was that? I wasn't expecting a fight. Oh, that one. Yeah, I was expecting that. Never mind. Okay, 31 war score. I want to see how much this darn province is worth. Man, that is brutal. Why is this? What's with this automatic fleet transport stuff? So, yeah, well, that didn't work. It's percent-based. Assaulting forts needs to be done in waves. All right, well, again, I don't normally do assaults, so educate me then. How does this work? How are you supposed to do it? Honestly, I assault so infrequently that I don't really even know how the damn mechanic works. E4 assault. Is there a tactic or method to do it? I'm looking at posts from 3 years ago. That's not helpful. It's basically just for late game where you have more money than sense. You pile in 200,000 merc infantry to die. Sounds like what I was trying to do. Pro tip, don't if you like manpower. On the other hand, if you need to kill 200,000 infantry in less than a month, then by all means assault away. Apparently assaulting is useful against bankrupt enemies because the morale of the defending infantry inside the castle will be at 0.5. Apparently, it is a regular battle with a -5 modifier. There's a mini guide for assaults. So when you say rotate, are you not talking about clicking the button multiple times? You're talking about staggering their arrivals so that the fresh infantry show up and reinforce type thing? That doesn't seem to be the way that it would work. I think that it works like they're mentioning, that it's like a infantry versus infantry battle with a -5 roll malice. You think Flory lost 2 million troops on an assault? Was that the proof that it is percentage based? All right, when hostile troops enter a province, walls breach. Each time the walls breach, breach status decreased by 1. If it is at least 1, then the fort can be assaulted. Well, obviously. You may choose to assault. This can speed up the conclusion of it. Usually costs lots of lives. The attacker loses roughly 1.5 times as many troops as the defender does. Only infantry can assault. Oh, okay, so this is a pretty big factor. See, I didn't realize this. Only breach status times 5,000 men can be part of an assault per day. Assuming the wiki's correct, we only have a single breach. So that means that I just assaulted 8,000 some troops with 5,000. Because again, I have breach status 1 times 5,000 equals 5,000. So my 5,000 infantry versus his 8,000 something. And assuming that there is, I don't see anything in the wiki about the roll malice. Who knows really how it actually works, because they obfuscate this crap. But yeah, I can see where that'd be pretty penalizing. Anyway, since I do want to try to get that next military idea group, let's go ahead and squirrel. Because we haven't done a squirrel yet. Haven't done a squirrel quite a long time, actually. Barbaric Kitten, thank you for the resub. Apologize, by the way, for not mentioning it 20 minutes ago when you first did it. Or not resub, it was a first time sub. So I learned something. Assaulting is still bad. Because, like, let's face it, like, okay, so it's only good if you have multiple breaches. But if you have multiple breaches, it's probably going to fall soon anyway. So, what's the point? Really? Oh, hey, look, it's a squirrel. It's August 29th again. Weird. Does leader shock affect the rolls? Again, there's nothing on the wiki about it, but my understanding is that it's my infantry versus his infantry. Apparently only 5,000 times breach status of my troops can fight per day. I'm assuming they do cycle in as they lose morale. All of his army can fight, so we're getting flanked by his infantry, which presumably function just like regular infantry, and they will end up with 100% flanking range right now based on his tech. So all 9,000 of his troops are fighting my 5,000 on a daily basis. We're getting flanked like crazy. And they don't have a general, so at least I have a 5-4 general. And I do believe it still goes in phases. Shock, fire, shock, fire, shock, fire. Or actually the other way around, fire, shock, fire, shock, fire, shock. But yeah, I don't know for sure if there is an actual opinion, like a malice to my rolls. Presumably, because we're attacking in the woods, he would get the +1 at defender's advantage. I don't know why they just make this more transparent. I don't actually want to fight that navy because that's what's keeping him wanting to be at war. All right, anything else that I can do? We can get to Astrakhan on the 13th. I don't really want to wait 2 weeks for that. I mean, it is a level 8 occupied and besieged fort, but... No, I think we're good for here. So let's see what we can do. We want to do things... first off, I do want the mission. I think that the mission will be handy. So let's take that one province for the mission. It's only 2 war score. Beyond that, we want to take all of the forts in a pattern that both... Well, number one, we want to split his country. And number two, we want very close adjacency to the other forts so that I can snipe them a lot easier without having to forced march. So I think first and foremost, we want to go straight up the center of his country. Just split them right up the middle. Let's take a look at the development map mode and see if we can carve a path. There's a very nice low development path that way. Unfortunately, that doesn't hit any of the forts. Those are the forts there. We got 13 development, 16 development. I'm thinking... Yeah, I'm thinking a path like right through here up and hitting that fort there would be nice. That gets to Shenkursk. It's only 18 war score. Separates this country into two major halves. From there, just 2 more provinces could get me a another segment, another portion of his country. Moskva is going to be pretty damn high development. We don't want that. This one, though, is very low. Got to take that. Novgorod is, I believe, very high. Well, not very high, but it is a number. These forts over here are worth almost nothing. We got to take those. Let me just go in a straight line. No, I can't. I gotta connect to it somehow. That's 15, 20 versus 10, 15 more. And man, that is most of his forts already. Alright, well, let's take it a step further and let's just see what would it actually be if I took every single one of his forts. 49 war score to take all of the forts. Back off a little bit on the ones that are already on my border. I know these borders are absolutely atrocious. Yaroslavos has a fort? Yaroslav? True. It's relatively high development though. 26 development, I'm not going to be able to get that. I'm also not going to be able to get Moskva. So this would give me 2 of his forts, cut his country in half, take these other 2 forts over here, barren wasteland of like nothingness, 1 fort to protect it, he'll probably end up mothballing. He would still end up with a fort here and here. I think I'll let him keep Novgorod because I don't care. Because I'm going to be able to get enough war score from sieging down his capital anyway. Okay, next up then is trying to isolate his army. His army is currently in Olonets, going to Kexholm. I just want to screw him over, basically. This army I could trap down in this southern region, and I'd have eyes on it. Well, actually, would you give me that fort if I didn't take the other one? 37. I just feel like splitting him here would be really good. Low development. It would also connect my lands. $35. I think I might just settle for this. I'll agree to this within a month or so. Besides, who knows? Maybe we'll, Alright, I guess I am willing to wait a couple more weeks. Let's, some more occupied and besieged provinces. I could also bring some more infantry down and try to actually properly assault that thing. Or, now that we occupy... Maybe we should fight that army once. I think that I'm close enough. He's already on low enthusiasm. We've only been at war for a very short period of time. This war started in March. We've been in war for 6 months. In 6 months, I've got 31 war score. The ticking war score is now working. I think I should push to actually just take all of his forts to this war. I don't think it's going to be very hard, and if we can really split his country up, that would go a much, much longer way. Okay, I'm going to go fight that army, I think. I prefer to fight in better terrain. Okay. Would you say Big Blue Blob is harder than World Conquest simply due to time? No. Well, yeah, maybe. The thing that people don't, a lot of people don't realize, I think, about World Conquest is that it's not hard. It really isn't. It's definitely hard with Ryukyu. Don't get me wrong on that. But it's not that hard. It just takes a lot of time. It's very tedious. That's the main obstacle in a World Conquest, is it hard, but can you stomach the amount of work you have to do to make it happen? It takes a lot of effort. Alright, so we could cross a river, fight a 4-4-2 with my 5-3-3, negate the river, take a -1 penalty. He's got full combat width, pure infantry. Half as many cannons as I do. We'd have a little bit of cav flanking at the ends there. I think just based on the fact that we've got a fire advantage and we've got twice as many cannons, it'd probably be a good fight. If the rolls go poorly, then that would be bad. Something has high enthusiasm because of, what, the ongoing naval battle? Whatever. Stop shooting my ships. Can't be bothered to pay attention to these things. Alright, he's gonna be gone White Corellia on the 14th. And I will be there on the 5th. Yeah, I think we fight him. Oh, that's right. I'm playing on a version of the game where you actually, your diplomat still gets kicked out. This army's getting stack wiped. Well, Alright, pretty damn significant morale advantage. We have 8 morale right now. We got military drill, power projection. I haven't had power projection forever. Rolled a 9 in the first fire phase. Sweet. He rolled an 8, but... We got army tradition at full, prestige, being pious. He has... What's he lacking? His army tradition could use a lot of work. Prestige is only at... not nearly as much. Actually, I'm kind of low on prestige too, aren't I? So, really, it's just... This is really just like the being pious thing that he's missing out on? Nice. 6 versus a 3. These other battles down here, I think, are going to possibly end up compensating. No, actually, I think we're going to win both. Cool. Not worth much. Hey, 2.76 war score. Holy crap, that was a stack wipe. Beautiful. Beautiful day. I'm happy. Oh, so happy. All right, that's 34 war score now, up from like 32. Only thing I really need to wait on then is... occupied and besieged provinces on these other provinces. So we arrive on the 20th, so in 5 days we get occupied and besieged there. And then beyond that, I'm kind of hoping that whichever army I had dispatched up that way will arrive, but it's probably not going to happen at this point. Now that's in place, 35. Next month we get... Alright, let's wait till the beginning of next month, and then I think we're going to peace out. I know I just said, oh yeah, I'll take all of his forts. No. I want to go for the quick, brutal thing. I don't want to do this. We've avoided the entirety of the Russian winter. This entire campaign was fought March 1st to November 1st. Done. There's an achievement related to hee-hee, isn't there? Is that not in this version of the game, though? It was like ha-ha, hee-hee, and something else. I don't think that's in this version of the game, unfortunately. Yeah, that was the third Rome achievement. Okay. Okay, so we got our stack wipe. We've got occupied and besieged on every fort. This thing, we have just the one wall breach. No chance of actually succeeding. Doesn't really matter then. I'm not going to assault it because we've learned our lesson. Not going to get on that fort. And it is officially the beginning of the month. We got our 1 war score from ticking, which ideally at this point should have been probably 2 or 3, but siege of his capital went poorly. Okay. Back to seeing what he'll give me. He'll give me up to maybe 10 more war score worth of stuff. Or 5 more, maybe. Nice, I can take this level 8 fort down here, or we could ignore it and try to cut him in half a little bit more. Cut him into pieces. Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, that is 57% overextension, which I actually can't technically take yet. Ah, shoot. Shoot. Yeah, I can't cut them in half as much as I wanted to. These things aren't as important as the fact that I need to feed my subjects. I need forts. I want this thing for the mission, because I do think the mission's important. I need to find a way to get Bob's Bakhmuts or Bob's Severians connected to this plan. This is one province that can be taken. You aren't coastal either, so that sucks. If I had that, that would allow me to just give all of this to him. That would be great. And then I would need to get Bob's Bakhmuts connected. Which I could do by just selling him this province, but that's 17 development. Might have to push for this. and then not take it any farther. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. -8 reasons. Alright, Russia. Give it up, man. Coming for you. Maybe we get another wall breach here. Nope. Status quo. Nice. It's a good roll. I could wait just at least 2 more months to try to get him to that next integer for ticking war score. Does it seem dumb to anyone else that, like, all of the occupations are counted up as one unit, and the ticking war score is counting up on integers? So if you have, like, 0.8 war score from occupation and 1.2 from ticking war score, you end up with how much war score? 1. Because reasons. How has that guy not succeeded in his siege yet? Strong military leadership. Lose stab or lose army tradition. Well, we already rolled generals. We're not really doing any more combat. Let's hold off on that yet, because that does affect siege speed and stuff, and I'd like to maybe milk it a little bit longer. Bum bum ba-dum. I don't want to lose the stab, though. I'm going to risk it. I'm just going to lower my morale and stuff right now. Salty revolutionaries have risen up. Alright, whatever. Does that mean he's like the revolutionary target, or is this just like a random event? Isn't there like an indicator for the revolutionary target? I forget. Hey. Excellent, we can finally fire that guy. Good job doing that siege there, buddy. Alright, so if I did this, most of the land's gonna end up going to my 2 minions, which is great, so I don't have to worry about the overextension, which means that I can also piece this guy out now. Ignore his navy. I'm still too high on admin, so I'll take the coring myself for now. We're getting into the heart of winter. Winter is coming. Maybe there is a chance I can actually occupy and besiege that province. This army's a little bit concerning now. 38 war score, -8 reasons. Come on, Russia. I don't have to fight you for a whole damn year. Just surrender. Just give me everything. Give me everything that I want. I'm not asking for much. 39 war score. Negative 5 reasons. .40 war score. Negative 3 reasons. And the ticking war score should take us to 41, and... damn it! 0 reasons. That occupation? 41? No? 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 40? Come on. Agree to the peace. Alright, some fort has got to fall before this battle and just make him surrender, right? There it is, 42. Peace. Sweet. Give me 100 ducats. Okay, let's just real quick think about this. So I've got Bob's Lapish are going to go blah, and cut him in half and make little chunks everywhere. I'm taking that fort because it's a fort. I'm taking a path through here because it's forts and stuff. And fort there. Not taking that fort. Taking these 2 forts. Taking that province for the mission. This looks pretty freaking good for a less than 1 year war. I like it. I like it a lot. No, I didn't forget the mission province. I did add it. I think it's the right one. I'm pretty sure I chose the right one. Okay. Let's do the deal. Thank you, Russia. Appreciate you giving me all that stuff. Total war score cost for Russian provinces now 360% with imperialism. That's 270. 3 years, 3 wars, 3 big wars to go, and/or a bunch of picking them apart type wars. We'll find a way. We are officially at peace. Let's give Bob's Lapish some territory. You can have Jokomet. Inare. Wait, Karelia. Kexholm. I don't want to claim anything else. I don't care about that stuff. And then you can also have Viborg. Got our mission satisfied. Older version of the game, we have colonialism. Interesting. Is it because of the older version? Colonialism against Ottomans and Russia. I forget if colonialism is a good CB or not compared to imperialism. Probably not. 50% cost. Interesting. 50% cost for all of this. I've accidentally done something very good. It's much better than imperialism as long as everything involved is a colony. So that will be very good. Very, very good. Yes, the border gore is atrocious. I know. You knew that, though. Alright, this one I'm going to hold on to myself. These ones I'm going to hold on to. Puts me at 128% overextension, and Bob's Lapish is going to go... blah. Not Bob's Lapish, Bob's Bahmuts. He's going to take Lower Don. Tsaritsin. Etkara. Penza. Zimbursk. Vera Suvar. I recognize these provinces from the previous campaign we've been streaming. In Canada. And Pskov, I could give to Bob's Germans, but he's had enough, I think. Let's start the core and stop the core, just to update our overextension number. Yeah, I can afford to core that one myself, I think. Okay, I'll spread out up there. Remove Bavaria from the map. Don't I already have Inspiring Victory? I just did that. Protect our brethren in Nikor. I truce that guy. Reclaim, though. Or whatever. Missions don't really matter that much at this point. Ugh. Oh, what's a border gore cab? Okay. So we're officially at peace. It won't last long. Oh, I could give that to Bob Severians as well, right? To Bob Severians, yeah. Should have given them some more land. Russia is now left with 1, 2, 3, 4 forts. That's all he's got. 4. And granted, they are all level 8, which sucks, but they're also very easy for me to reach now. He's not guaranteeing anyone. He's not Defender of the Faith, so I can't break the truce on him just yet. Let's check out Persia. Persia, you're in debt by a lot. Are you mothballing your forts? Yes. 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 No. Shervin's mothballing a fort. Excellent. Got 1, 2. 1, 2 that are mothballed. 3rd here. 4th here. Not mothballed. Apart from a bunch of attrition for, you know, reasons. So if I were to do this war, I'd want to immediately get a fairly sizable damn army on his capital. That could be this army. This army's going to take care of that. This army would take care of that, which I'm guessing we'd be best coming in from here. Or some can just spread out. This army, one of these guys goes that way, you go there. This army takes care of Severians. Or Shervins, whatever the hell their name is. And from here, I can, what was I going to look at? I've forgotten now. Shoot. Shoot, 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 shoot. What was it? Don't remember. I want to update my spreadsheet for the integration. I want to make sure I'm spending the Diplo points that I earn on the right person right now. So, Bob's Germans is showing 3016. And I don't have the admin influence policy on right now, so 3016. 3392. And Savoy is showing 3598. I've invested 1227 and 1003. Savoy, I've invested 645. So the person that's the most behind is Savoy. I want to be spending my Diplo points integrating Savoy right now. Not Catalonia. Let's piss Catalonia off a little bit. It's a shame that his liberty desire is so low right now. Okay, so we should only be spending points on the one person that I want to be working on. That Colonia is so disgusting. Oh yeah, it's a pretty big, huge, nasty nation, I agree. So really, we're just looking for... I think it's probably safer to just wait till March to guarantee that I've got enough days to get where I need to be. Russia's counter-rivaled Persia. Excellent. Yes, that's what you should do. Fight each other. It'll be great. So we have a truce with Persia until 57, 2 years from now. 57's actually really soon, come to think of it. It's November of 57. It's not 2 years, it's 3 years away. Not worth waiting for. Okay, so Operation Bankrupt the Persia. I think we just wait till February then. Ottomans has ceded Ragusa, Smederevo, Bekis, Bihar, Raska, Travunia. Lots of stuff. And they've revoked cores. Excellent. So now all I have to do is my next war with Austria. I cut him off from that land and then we'll probably end up rebelling. Give him some time to maybe mothball a fort or two. Let's also make sure that I've got troops positioned to take advantage of that if he does. Check, make sure nothing's changed. Mothballed, mothballed. Mothballed and mothballed. Army there. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright, let's go beat up on Mr. Persia Man. Mr. Persia Man needs to go bankrupt soon. Silly Persia. They're guaranteed by Persia. Actually, hold on, let me think about this. Persia did take Defender of the Faith, didn't they? If I attack Persia and he loses his war, he'll lose Defender of the Faith. On the other hand, if I attack him via Hassa, then he'll still have his guarantee on the other guy. You should actually be attacking Hassa. Which I'm not really in position for, but it doesn't matter that much. Let's do that. Wait 1 day. We're at war with you. Jump. Be there before February ends. Yes. We mothballed that one now too. Cool. In February. Within February. Let's check leaders. You don't need to be there. You guys don't need to be here. With forced march, we can get onto that one. He does have a sizable army over there. Oh, he mothballed this one too. Holy crap. Nice. Okay. That fort is not mothballed, but it's also very easy to siege, so just throw a guy there. This army didn't end up going to war with Shervin, so we should use it up here. Okay. Silly AI, mothballing forts. Not very smart. Ottomans have decided to revoke their guarantee of Shervin. That's smart. Yes, that is smart. Persia's very poor right now. He's like 8,000 ducats in debt because I keep on doing this to him. That's unfortunate. Okay. I think that this war is going to be even quicker than the war with Russia. Nice roll there. Trying to hold into it. I'm not force march before I forget. Stack wipe this guy. Still arriving before the end of the month by 1 day! Beautiful. We retreat yet? No, we're going to lose. Please don't die. Okay, you get started on that siege there. We can retreat tomorrow. And by losing a battle, he's become an inspirational leader. Well, that doesn't make much sense, does it? This army will likely come down and harass these guys. 0 garrison, 0 garrison, 0 garrison. Beautiful. 0 garrison? 0 garrison, yes. Oh, it's beautiful. Makes me so happy. To scream it from the rooftops or someplace very high. It's from like cars, I think. That fort we weren't expecting. Just this one, this one, this one. Oh, Persia, you are going bankrupt so soon. Heretical research. Gain piety at the loss of admin or lose piety. Doesn't really matter to me right now. We're not going to have very many battles with this guy. The plan is to separate peace him for everything he owns. I'm going to drive this guy bankrupt. And then he will split into a bajillion pieces via vassal, like, type people breaking out. Alright, I only want to wait for the actual forts that he mothballed to be finished. I don't even think I'm gonna... Well, no, I'll probably take capital. Capital's 5 reasons. If that will fall, then I'll wait for that. But if we get unlucky, like with Russia, then... Oh, yay. Colonization, whatever. 1 siege, 1 siege. Bemba's complete. That one's complete. That's mostly cannons. Somehow he has an army down here already. Alright. Let's go kill the war leader's army, and then we'll focus on the siege. Okay, so how many more forts that were mothballed need to fall? One? Looks like just one. There won't actually be a battle there. That's the bug from the army arriving on January because of the stack split thing. So we're waiting another 13 days, and then we're going to peace out, unless the capital falls. Or looks like it's going to fall. Fall? Bender's Dessert? It's okay. Individual war score is at 35. And it is now at much higher. 42 war score with Persia. Still not on low enthusiasm yet. Of course, we just declared the war literally February the 1st, so it's been like no time at all. Okay. .42 individual war score. He's only on medium enthusiasm. I could take land and pay Diplo points, but my goal right now is just to continuously go to war with him and break him into pieces. So... I think what we do is we just take as much as we can and feed it to Bob's Gurians. That's right, you gotta occupy things you want as a secondary participant. Yeah, still take 2 from him from there. Alright, we're gonna wait currently 32 more days. Okay, that army is... has been... Surprised he's still on medium enthusiasm. If that capital could just fall. Religion of something changes, okay. It's gonna be a bad fight. Only drawback to piecing out Persia with the war leaders that I can't take all of his cash. I think I might do this. Actually, instead of trying to take any land, I think I'm just going to piece him out right now. I'm going to take 3,263 ducats from him. So we just refresh our truce to a much longer date. But, because Persia's an idiot, that won't matter. Would have been better if we'd actually occupied that capital at the beginning of the war. Is everyone marching? Kinda looks like it. Okay, we'll give ourselves like a month or two to get the armies out of wherever they were. He should no longer be the, No, yeah, this guy was released as Shia, right? Yeah, he lost Defender of the Faith. He might end up taking it again. And I bet he's an idiot. Persia's 8,000 ducats of debt. What doesn't matter, I'm gonna protect this little Shervan guy. Oh, man. How dare you attack him, he's my buddy. Lose 12,000 ducats to gain 1 mercantilism. Okay, it's just 12,000 ducats. Not that big of a deal. Whatever. Just saves me from having to click the stupid build all the buildings button. So, if you haven't figured it out, the goal behind taking all of his cash is to just drive him to mothball more of his forts and allow me to continue to mess with him. Plus, if I can drive him deeply enough into debt, he will go bankrupt. And when that happens, we're playing on a version of the game where bankruptcy is still really, really bad. It's negative 100% morale and like +3 unrest. So any land that Persia owns, you keep in mind Persia's like the Timurids, right? So I don't know if you've noticed that the Timurids have a tendency to blow up on occasion. How's it going down there, Hassa? Now, I don't really want to make Hassa disappear just yet, because a couple reasons. Number one, he's Shia, and I can keep on using him to beat up on Persia. Number two, I don't want to wait to actually convince him to do anything, and he's got no forts over here, so let's just piece him out now. You put me another 10% overextension. Can handle that. And sure, I'll take your cash. Because why not? Balance these guys out a little bit. And check to see if he's doing what I expected he would do. Mothballed, mothballed. Fully maintained, fully maintained. Fully maintained, mothballed. Okay, so we'll just wait for an opportunity where he'll mothball them all again. Keep an eye on Russia. See if he's gonna do any mothballing of his own. Look at that Ottoman army stuck over there. Hey, look, Persia is guaranteeing the Ottomans as well. Not smart, Persia. Not even a little bit. My mission is to conquer Nikor. Oh, truce there. Yeah, you guys can. I mean, okay. People in chat are talking about how conquering won't be a problem. I agree. I mean, we have freaking 45 plus 20. We have 65 years to clean up the map. That's so much time. The issue is definitely, like, there's no doubt in my mind I'm going to get the achievement. I just want to try to do it with one tag for my own personal... I just want to. That's all. Which is why we switched to Diplo focus, knowing that we've got a Diplo skill heir coming up. We're going to try to generate enough points, try to stack the modifiers that we can, and make it happen. I could get another claim on Russia. Might as well have a handy claim on a border fort if I can get it. And if not, then just some high development province somewhere. High-ish. I'm kind of surprised he's actually got more forts on now than he did in the previous war. Or rather, before the previous war. What about Austria? How's he looking? Austria's got a lot of money. He's being a jerk. Look at all these stupid forts. Bastard. Those are going to get assaulted. I'm going to train up. Look at this. I got room for like another 200,000 men. Let's start merking up. We got plenty of manpower, but let's make a merc stack. Oh god, the lag. Oh, that actually has... Oh god, it's unbearable! I want like a 200 stack of mercs that we're going to start using to just assault stuff. I don't care. Although we probably have the manpower to do it with our own troops, but we care about the Ryukyuan children. They're special. There's 50,000. We'll keep working on that over time. I don't want to deal with that horrible lag anymore. My subject appears to have a much harder time keeping unrest down, I think, than I do. It's like my navy died or something, and all the ships that I told to like do stuff are just sitting around like dummies. Oh no, the Ottomans have a militarist! Scary! Okay, so some cores are done. A bunch more finishing. It's time to conquer a bunch of land. I have 900 nearly admin points. I need a big chunk of land myself. Austria is not willing to mothball their stuff, so... these armies a little bit balanced better. Should we get those transports brought up, merged in with something? My transport fleets are getting kind of weak right now. Hey, look, Ottoman pretenders. Okay. No, I will not give him military access. Silly Ottoman. Alright, how is Persia's income right now? Persia makes 130 ducats a month. I imagine he can actually probably pay his debt off eventually. I'll need to go deeper. We must go deeper. Thanks for all the games, man. I watch all your Factorio stuff religiously. Keep it up. Hope you are getting the support you need. I am, thank you. Appreciate it. How he has 90 states. We're playing on a version before they nerfed the state count. So we just have technology plus 65, constitutional monarchy, base value, government rank, fully administrative. That's all. Just a previous version of the game that allows you to have more. Alright, trying to balance out and trying to get these armies a little bit, well, balanced. They have a tendency to get a little bit all mishmashed when I march all over the place and split them off and carpet siege and stuff. One of these days, Austria, you're gonna stop doing that. Does he even have an army? I mean, he has an army. No, he doesn't. He's got 66,000 troops, that's it. No manpower, no mercs. Or, like, nothing. He is on military tech 28. Wow. Actually kind of impressive. Infantry shock. Plus 0.5. It's a big deal. It's a shame that he only has 65,000 troops to his name. And they are here. In Ragusa. (6211) river crossing. I could easily outmaneuver him in flat terrain. Just have a flat battle. I would need 40 cannons in this region. What do you have here now? We got 10, 20, about 20 cannons so far. Okay. Well, let's send over another 20. With some escorts. Not that army. I would consider just going to war with him, even with his damn level 8 forts, if I have to. His war score cost is pretty small, but those forts, they are annoying. I fabricated a claim on Lucania. If he'll accept a threat, I just want to take that from him. He's almost there. He's almost in... This guy's going to be willing to give into a threat as well. Okay. It's way too many infantry. Way too many infantry relative to cannons. Let's just get these guys up to 25 cannons each. Turn these into full combat stacks. 25 being ideal for the level 8 forts. Alright, and with that I am at 37% overextension, so... Who do we attack to get land that I need to core quickly? There's always Korea and Ming. Take a chunk out of them. Got some outdated forts that are easy to knock down. Level 1 fort available for me to siege here. Korea's sitting on... probably just level 1. Yeah, I need to get some coring going. I've got too many admin points. When does the French truce expire? It doesn't really matter. It's gonna be like 5 years. There's tons and tons and tons of time for that. I find that there's a lot. You just gotta avoid the 15-year truces. Try to find ways to break those up. Mothballed. Alright, he's mothballed that one now. That's new. So this way, this way. And it's a step closer. Consider going to war with him again in a moment. If I make a more concerted effort to siege down the stuff I wanted to feed Bob's Gurians, then I'll probably take some land from him this time around. I just didn't want to wait last time. Nice job, little minion. Savoy, helping out. Make sure the other guy's disloyal still. He's not. It was which one I wanted to integrate? Savoy. I want to spend points on Savoy, not Catalonia. I think there should just be a button to balance two armies together that are not in the same province. To do what I always do. To just say, split in half, split in half. You know, half of the army go this way, half of the army go that way. There should just be a button for that. That'd be awesome. Alright, I think March the 1st, we declare war on Shervan. That means that this month I can declare war on, like, Korea. Get him cleaned up. He's not really a threat in any way, it's just land that I'm going to core myself, so... Okay. That'll be a very quick war. And then this is Bavaria. I can take one province here myself, and then the other one we're going to feed to Bob's Germans, I think. Wow. This is a level 8 fort, right? Ah, damn, it's just level 1. I was going to say, that was really fast for a level 8 fort. It wasn't a level 8 fort. And the Austrian army is not where I saw it last. Where did he take it? Couldn't have gotten rid of it. No, he's still got 68,000 troops. Must be hiding somewhere in that fog. Mogmeister, 2 months! Hey man, how's it going? Thanks for resubbing. With Twitch Prime, no less. You took the time to do that. Thank you. Shuffle them all back by 1. Transports here. Yeah, that was a pretty quick war. Crap, I said I was going to declare war on March the 1st, didn't I? I forgot. 900 admin. Tsubo, Daikan, and Fluffy Snowcap. That's a great name. Thanks for the subs, man. Man, how's it going? Going well? Good. Alright, April the 1st will have to... It's, not a long month, but it'll be long enough, I think. And Tlemcen has revoked their guarantee of Morocco. Hey, Persia, how's it going? You ready to fight? Fight again. You foolish, foolish man. Alright, and let me not forget that I need to occupy and besiege this stuff, so... I'll take 2 to here. 2 to there. That is a really weirdly balanced army already. You're arriving in April? Or January, technically? Third. Let's put the leader here. That guy's going that way. I need an army to go that way, though. It's not fast enough. Is it worth... Yeah, I think it's worth the military points to march. Ooh, that's cutting it really close. Before I know where his army is, we're going to hold back on doing a big, huge spread out. There's a ton of it, actually. I wonder... I wonder... And of course, Shervin. Okay. We need to delay you by 1 day. 20th, we engage. Let's do this. We do have sort of kind of wonky deployment tactics in this patch, but that is a 6.6 in 1,000 infantry, and the other army is going in the wrong direction. I don't mind if I do. Let's go kill all of his cannons. Wait till he's locked. It's locked. Good. Okay. Okay, this will be a pretty easy war, I think. So since we've seen most of his armies, now I'm willing to spread out. And he's too quick, apparently. Damn. I still want to chase it. No, he rolled a 9. 19th, 4th. We're gonna attack all those cannons in the mountains, I don't care. It will be good. Lost a claim on a province. He actually routed my center. Those beastly rolls of his. Hello, cannons. Mostly cannons. Maybe not as many cannons as I expected. Plus reinforcements. Yikes. Wow, come on now. Come on now. What do you, come on. It's just the Persians. Kill the Persians. Whatever, throw another army at it. I don't care. I do not care. Siege everything. We've won the siege of Bukhara. We've won the siege of Aleppo. He is, he must be reinforcing or something, because this army, I mean, he's actually doing a lot of damage with these cannons. I'm not wide enough to actually take advantage of him. It's a weird sounding sentence. I am not wide enough to take advantage of him. Ugh. What does that mean? It means not nice things. That's what that means. Alright, fine, dude. You can have your victory. It's fine. I have gained manpower the last few years. What have you done lately, Persia? You've collapsed like a flan in a cupboard. Shervin wants out. This war is also over. For 46%, I'll keep that one for myself. This one can go to... Excuse me, why can I not transfer control? There we go. This can go to Bob Sherman's. Okay, just make sure we're not over. We're not. Got one more fort there. And apparently, even with the forced march, I still didn't make it here in time. I must have messed up the math again. I don't know. I do that on occasion. That's that fort. This time, I think I'm going to wait for his capital to fall, or at the very least, wait for some of these other provinces to be occupied so that I can demand them in the peace deal. Then again, he's also still guaranteeing the Ottomans, so take it, take it, take it, take it! Last time he didn't give it to me. Oh, suck. Wow. Okay, guess I gotta pay attention to the Navy a little bit. Whatever. '52 individual war score, medium enthusiasm. This time around, if I could just get that damn capital. There's a chance we might escape. Small one. This guy he's cranked his morale up quite a bit since the last time we fought him, didn't he? Or was that Russia I was looking at that had the low morale? He's fighting me with cannons, though. He did catch me. Darn it. Well, it's Shervin who is the guy who we care about. So if he is ready to peace out. I'll just peace out with him. So, this is our only war. We want to feed land to this guy. We'd like to take forts, but we have to take ones that are already occupied, so we gotta take, like, just stuff, you know. That looks good. Sounds great. I really don't think I need to put much more thought into it than that. So, Guria, Bob's Gurians, here's some land, have fun. You get this stuff. You can tell I'm not putting as much thought into this war because he's already beaten. There's just not a lot more effort that needs to be put into this. Just keep on attacking. Just be relentless. Every time he guarantees someone or tries to take up Defender of the Faith, attack him. Take his stuff. Ignore the fact that it's non-co-belligerent. At this point, aggressive expansion means absolutely nothing, so... Yeah, so that's what he gets for being a jerk and attacking my army. I would like to have an easier time getting to that one fort, but... Oh, well. Alright, so hey... Persia, wanna go to war? Persia. He's 11,000 ducats in debt now. Totally willing to go to war. He's all about that. Hey, it's the Austrian army. Cool. For some reason, he's putting some of them on boats. Well, if he splits his army in half, it would make it a lot easier for me to snipe the cannons, and I think that the AI is dumb enough to, like, ferry the infantry first. Let's wait and see what he does. Could be very interesting. He's sending 6 troops over to the Gulf of Venice right now. He's still full combat with at the moment. What do you guys think? Alright, so Russia. Let's check. Numbers. Russian war score cost 361. Persia is at 283. Ottomans are down to 104. Austria's at 133. Getting close to one biting the remainders. Got new Bob Lappish, nice and colorful. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 subjects that are starting to work their way through these guys. Now the only other person I can attack right now, I think, to pull Persia into a war is the Ottomans. And I'm also at 939 admins, so I kind of need to go to war with somebody right now anyway. Let's check and see if these guys are willing to accept their threats. They are. So I could wait just a couple more months And Austria would accept a threat for... maybe? In 6 months, he would accept a threat for Hum. And then I could turn around and try to attack one of his allies. The problem is he doesn't have any allies, so I think I can't really afford to do that. But with Naples, Naples is also not allied to anybody, but I don't really care about Naples. He's a lot smaller. And he's only got, like, 2 forts, and taking one of them would be pretty significant. So let's threaten war for Lucania. Thank you. Mine now. September, October. October's a 31-day month. Let's, I think we'll be relatively in position, ready to go for a war deck on the beginning of that month. Hey, it's it's hard to pronounce. Klezmer Griffin. Klezmer Griffin. Klezmer Griffin. I call dibs on that fort. Indeed. Ottomans have still not built any forts because they hate life and they're just not happy. They have 1 fort. It's up here. And it's mothballed. So I got a 45 stack there. So, what do you guys think? It's already 5 o'clock. I gotta take a break here. I can't keep streaming for too much longer. Like maybe 5 minutes tops. But what would you do? Get the war going with 100% war score Austria? Just so you can get this stupid little cluster of freaking 6 level 8 forts? 7 if you count as capital. Bastard. Or would you just not worry about it and threaten for 1 and just kind of chip away at it? If I threaten him every 5 years, I could chip those away over the course of, 20 years and then just make it easier. Or, option 1, attack Austria. Option 2 is threaten Austria in 6 months and instead go and just beat up on Persia again right now. I'm kind of tempted to just do that. He's actually turned that fort on. Interesting. Got them all mothballed right now. And then he turned them all on. Well, he says he's got them all on. I don't know if he's going to keep them all on. You know what? I think he might be thinking to go to war with Lada. Let's send him a warning. Stand down, bastard. That'll stop him. I mean, why else would he have just turned all of his forts on? Every single one of them. He doesn't have any money. Austria, what you're doing right now makes very little sense. But I'll allow it. Seems fine. Sounds like chipping Austria while beating Persia is the most sensible idea. I think so too. Is Kebab his vassal? No, he's just an idiot. He's guaranteeing the Ottoman independence. Because reasons. Because he thinks that that's smart. October, November. November's 30 days. Why have you turned all your forts on, sir? Turn them off. Maybe he's finally figured out that he shouldn't mothball his forts when there's like literally 500,000 Ryukyun soldiers just standing there watching the forts, waiting for them to like to stop protecting them. I mean, look at this. Like right now, just on the Persian border. Let's take account of these troops. Does it add them up if they're... No, it doesn't. All right, I'm going to just do a quick math because I think it's interesting. 23 plus 16 plus 8 plus 26 plus 32 plus 13 plus 26 plus 15 plus 21 plus 22 plus 35 plus 26 plus 27 plus 31 plus 25.7 plus 23.5 plus 18 plus 30 plus 30, plus 30, plus 26, plus 25. $529,200 troops. That's right. I wasn't wrong. It's about 500,000 dudes. Just watching the forts. Standing there looking at them. What are you doing? I mean, okay. I kind of don't like the idea of giving up the ability to attack this guy for 5 years, because I don't think he's going to pick up any other allies. What about killing Ming? I got to do something. I mean, I'm going to probably end up coring a lot of the Ottoman land, because yeah, I think that I'm going to declare war December the 1st, assuming he's mothballed any of these things. If he keeps them all on, that's really odd on his part. He's got to still be in debt. Can't have paid off his loans. Got 4 loans, and they're probably really big ones. No, he's keeping them on. Very odd. Perhaps he has a rebellion that's close to 80%. Like at 80% or higher, that could be it. There's probably a good explanation for what's changed. Okay. Well, I don't really want to wage a war with Ottomans Persia if I've actually got to fight Persia for real. I mean, his enthusiasm will be really low. I could just like white peace him to reset the truce timer, because we do have like right now it's an 11-year or 10-year truce. If I just declare war, get his enthusiasm low, white peace, and I'll reset it down to 5. But I think I'd prefer to keep on attacking him. How much more do you still need to conquer before you have it all? Well, it's kind of hard to measure. We currently have 13,230 development. My subjects are the top 3 after that. Russia's got 1,100. Persia's got 900. So about that much. Austria's got 500. Ottomans have 300. Just a bunch of cleanup, really. This is the entirety of the ledger. It's just this right here. Some of these guys I could go to war with very, very soon. That level 8 fort's kind of annoying. I wish that he hadn't had it. Shit! Sorry for the language, but that was a mistake I made. I had destroyed those forts before releasing those nations. And then I reloaded the save because I released this nation before starting the cores of Jalabad and Badak or whatever. And so I couldn't core them. So I reloaded the save, and then I forgot to delete the forts. This should only be a level 1 fort. That's a mistake, a big one on my part. I mean, it's not going to be a big deal to siege down a 1 province miner's fort, but go a lot faster. I hadn't done that. Well, I need to expand. And the only person I can really attack and take a ton of land from right now is either like Austria, Ming. Like we could just attack Ming. I'm not against it. Like 27. I don't really have a lot of troops here though. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . will expire in January. It's next month. We can attack Mali, Busoga, Buha. There's a lot of people I can attack next month. Let's just attack them and wait and see if Persia has a rebellion or like some other thing that has been making him keep this stuff on. Alright, the army I want is the one that's commanded by Shinsho, which I can't see. Crap. Doesn't help it at all. Okay, well this is going to be a pretty straightforward quick war, which will allow me to get my admin points spent, I'm hoping. What's the general? One of the ones that was here, actually. Okay, bare minimum siege available to do that, and we get up to 100 army tradition. I'd like to roll, get that 6th general back. I am running out of time here to actually finish this siege before my points are hit. Gotta do it by the end of this month. Naples is the defender of the Catholic faith. Fantastic. Interesting. Old habits die hard. I can't just like not prevent the attrition. Damn. All right, I am out of room. The salty revolutionaries are about to overthrow the government into a constitutional republic. Bob's Pirates is about to become a constitutional republic, apparently. Is that good or bad? I don't know. Well, I don't want to buy stab. I don't really want to core anything. I guess we're gonna do month-to-month administrative point bank until that siege falls. Very tedious, a lot of work. A disease outbreak? Are you kidding me? That is not cool. Remember your daughter's dance lessons? That's not today. That's on Mondays. Get it straight. See 2%. I mean, I don't even know what's gonna happen here, but he's probably not that bad, right? No debate in Parliament. Hey, it's time to start integrating our subjects now. That's good. Why this late in the game am I being offered level 1 advisors? I make 600 net ducats a month and it's offering me level 1 advisors. That feels a bit off, in my humble opinion. So, obviously the debate in Parliament is going to be integration. Diplomatic annexation cost minus 15%. I'm not going to do it just yet because I want to take some time to look at my spreadsheet and see if it makes sense to try to do it now or if I should wait. I can delay it for a while and sync up the integrations and try to time everything just perfect. So I think this is going to be where we cut the episode then, or the stream, so that I can do some of that planning and come back with a solid plan. But I hope you are as excited as I am. This is a really big achievement, I think, to get this literal achievement. I mean, less than 0.1% of the people in the world have this achievement. So it'll be good. It'll be good to have it. It's just a thing, whatever. Okay, cool. I've got to wrap it up here. I'll see you guys in the next one. As always, thank you for coming. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I'll see you next time. In a bit.